everyone. Today we have a special episode. It's our Hugs Through Shrugs Tunisian Crochet tutorial.
We're very excited to finally offer this video to you guys. Okay, let's begin our tutorial by taking a look at this Tunisian fabric. It's actually a shrug that I'm working on now with our Shrug Club kit in the colorway Grace. And I'm using a U-hook for this Tunisian project. Even though our Shrug Club kits are intended for knitting and crocheting on 15mm hooks and needles, that's a US 19 or a Q crochet hook. Tunisian crochet requires you to go up multiple sizes in your hooks and needles. You especially want to go up big enough to create a drapey fabric that is comfortable for somebody to wear or use as a blanket. If you were to read a Tunisian pattern, they would have you start with a hook 2 sizes larger than what is called for on the yarn label, but that creates a very dense fabric. As you could see, Tunisian fabric is a double layer of fabric. It's a layer of the vertical bars that are actually on the front and the back side of the fabric, and these horizontal crocheted chains that sit in between the vertical bars. That's a very dense fabric, so you need to really bump up multiple sizes to create something drapey. For a washcloth or something that you want to be sturdy, you could bump up 2 or 3 sizes, but for a garment, we want to take it up much bigger. So you can see, as we were talking about in our minute clinic, that there's a definite pattern to the vertical bars that's very easy to see. And when you're working your stitches, you're going to be picking up the front leg of the bar, and your reverse pass is going to be embedding a crocheted chain in between the front leg and the back leg. So you'll be picking up all the vertical bars and crocheting them off, which creates the crocheted chain inside. I want to take a quick second to show you the edge stitch that we talked about in the tutorial in the minute clinic, and we picked up the chain and in doing so created that nice edge stitch. Learning to read your work is very important. So we already covered the vertical bars. Let's just take a look at the fabric. This is what you were looking at. This strand right here is the carrying yarn that takes you from this row up to this row up to this row. And that is what we were inserting the hook in between that bar and that chain right there. So it's real easy to see on this big piece of fabric. The one other thing I want to show you while we have this big fabric in front of us is the last thing that's different with Tunisian crochet is how we finish off the work. So with Tunisian crochet, you're picking up all the bars and working them all off. But if you finish your reverse pass, where now there's one loop left on your hook, you're left with all these gappy spaces. So you want to actually finish your work at the end of a forward pass, but that's when you have all your stitches on the cable. So what we'll do is begin our forward pass a little bit differently. Instead of picking up the bars, we will pick up the bar and do a crochet slip stitch. And that will finish off each of these loops and fill them in. So we'll tackle that later, but I just wanted to show that to you while we have this fabric out. So to begin your foundation row, start with a slip knot. I'll do a slip knot just in case a couple of people might not know how to do this. Make a loop and bring your yarn through and pull. And there's your slip knot. Insert your hook. And again, remember to use the circumference of your hook. Hooks and needles are different sizes because you're supposed to utilize the circumference to control the size of your stitches to help you get gauge. So let's just chain 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. we chained 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your 7th stitch. But when we turn our work, you're going to lose a stitch. So you're going to be working with 6 stitches. Because this is your turn. Only in the first row do you turn your work. You're always working on the right side in Tunisian. So look at the back side of your chain. Here's the front side. And here's the back side. To begin our foundation row, we're going to work in the back hump of the chain. Again, this is going to help give all 4 sides to our shrug or our fabric that finished edge. So it's a little fiddly, like most needlework projects. The first couple of rows are a little difficult. But we're going to start picking up those back humps by skipping this stitch here that has your working thread coming out of the back of it, your working yarn. Skip the first stitch. Here's your first hump. Take a look again. That's a hump, 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 hump. Use the circumference of your needle and pick up that hump. Pick up this hump. Pick up this hump. And one more. And now we have 6 stitches on our hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, as you already learned in our minute clinic, you know what to do. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And then we have 1 stitch left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6 over here. Give a little tug. There's your 6 stitches. So let's pick up another row, forward pass, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through. That's the last of our bars. Let's get this edge started. There's the strand that carries up from our chain, in this case, because it's our foundation row that we're building on. And there's that chain we just made. So let's insert our hook in between those. First row's a little fiddly. And pull through. Now there is our foundation row. Let's do a reverse pass. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're back down to 1 stitch on our hook. Forward pass again. Insert, yarn over. And this is all you do in Tunisian simple stitch. Pay attention to your bars, read your work. Most common mistake is when you do your reverse pass, you pull, and it kind of makes that end stitch disappear. But if you follow the bars, and it's this, we're going to do a few more rows so you could see, that's still a vertical bar. This is your end stitch. Give a little tug, pull the chain out a little bit, and there it is. There's that stitch you're looking for. Insert, yarn over, oopsie, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Pull through 2. Pull through 2. Take a look at your work. Nice small swatch that we're working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is your end. Let's open this up a little bit so you could just see that. See? how it's inserted. Easy peasy. We're going to do one more, and then I'm going to show you the simplest way to finish. Now, during our Tunisian talk, we'll talk about different edge stitches and ways to prevent the curling of your fabric. Like we mentioned, Tunisian fabric is a series of vertical bars on your right side and little rows of the chain embedded on the back of the fabric. It's really not a nice look to use as your front side. I'll flip this over so you could take a look at it. You really always want that to be the back of your fabric. These are your rows of chains. You'll see it a little bit better after we get more fabric done. But there's a most definite front side and back side to this fabric. So when it comes time to finishing your work, let's do the simplest thing. You can't finish right here. Cut your yarn and do a knot here. That won't work. So let's insert through your 2 strands. I have 2 strands, you'll have 1. And then pull through this one. So insert, pull through 1, pull through 2. Insert, pull through 1, pull through 2. Insert, pull through 1, pull through 2, and again, let's be consistent. Let's get this chain separated from the carrying yarn. Insert, pull through. Let's cut our fabric. Let's cut our yarn. Okay. And pull that tail through. And you can see that gave us our nice top loops, side loops. That's our first chain where we picked up the back humps, and that side. And that is all there is to Tunisian crochet.
Well, welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial.
Wasn't that hard? We're happy to finally share Tunisian crochet with you all.
Enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.